History was made last night in Columbus as Ohio State's Marvin Harrison Jr. became the first Buckeye with 2,000-yard receiving seasons. Kyle McCord set a career high with 335 passing yards in the 38-3 win over Michigan State. And as Mark Coons reports, the Buckeyes are hitting their stride at the right time of the year.
What began as a simple campaign with some graphics after the Rutgers victory, Marvin Harrison Jr.'s Heisman Trophy candidacy shifted into overdrive Saturday night with a 3-touchdown performance in prime time in the shoe.
Very thankful and blessed to be in the conversation. But no, we still have 2 games left in the regular season and hopefully one in a Big Ten championship. And that's kind of been my goal all year, is to do those 2 things, beat the T North and win a Big Ten championship. So whatever happens in December happens in December. But right now I'm just obviously focusing on the corrections that we need to make from this game and then moving on to Minnesota.
Obviously, I can't really quantify it, how impactful he is to this offense. And I think I said this about a month ago, if it's truly the award that goes to the best player, he has to be right there in contention.
That award is for the most outstanding player, not the standard, the player with the most stats. And he certainly made a major impact on this game. Had 3 touchdowns, 2 passing, 1 rushing, but really only played half of football. Marv, is a special player, and we're always going to try and find ways to get him the ball. Not that it's always easy. There was a lot of double coverage out there tonight, and he still found a way to make plays.
And while the offense is completely healthy, same cannot be said for the defense. Despite being down 3 starters, however, Silver Bullets allowed a season-low 3 points.
We made a big focus on just playing hard this week. Obviously we got to still execute and do all those things, but I think we made a big focus on just playing really fast and playing really hard. So I think we came out and did that. Obviously we had some guys down this week, and I think guys were able to step up and execute.
I think it's our mentality just not to break. Like we bend, don't break. You can let up a play, but it's all about the next play. And getting a stop is so important in this football, in today's game with the limited amount of possessions and limited amount of plays. So getting those stops is really important for us, and so every situation is super important.
Ryan Day admitted that the fact that this was a November game, he maybe called off the Dogs a little bit in the second half, content to win by 35 points, because everybody is well aware of what's right around the corner for the Buckeyes.
We know what's ahead of us. Trey didn't play in the second half. Cade didn't play in the second half. Mecca and Marv only played a drive, and then we started to get other guys in there. This has been quite a run for us, so it was good to get those guys out of the game a little bit and cut their numbers down, because we know where we need to be here.
And before that November 25th showdown in Ann Arbor, Ohio State wraps up the home schedule next week against Minnesota. In Columbus, Mark Coons, BCSN.